I'm Carla Borgala, and this is the RailsWest Railroad Museum. The building itself has an incredible history. The original Rock Island Depot that was built in 1870 had a train with a load of dynamite pass through it in 1881 and blow it up. Just absolute fluke. Put a 12-foot crater in the ground and blew out people's windows for about a half a mile around. Middle of the day, busiest passenger station in Council Bluffs. And at that same time that this happened, everyone in Council Bluffs was up at Bayless Park listening to President Garfield's memorial services, so there was nobody in the building at the time. So our death toll remained 0. Right now we're standing in the Women and Children's Waiting Room. When the Rock Island Depot opened in 1899, men were deemed unfit to sit with women and children in public, so we had separated waiting rooms here in the building. Right now this room holds displays from all the lines that used to come through Council Bluffs and your general rail history. Right over here we have the Rock Island line. Dedication to Johnny Cash, who helped with a lot of the restoration of the building when we bought it. We have photos on the walls from all different things, including General Dodge standing out in front of his house, different trains that have passed through the station, the different bridges and maintenance yards that we had, and the people that actually worked in them. So there's a lot of history sitting in here in this room. This here is the station's master's room, and in this room you will find all the tools of the trade, the typewriters, telegraphs, the old phones. We have phones back from when we first got them, phone number being 49 in here. The station master, he had this wonderful view up and down the tracks to be able to see the trains coming in and out, but also part of his job when that big old steam engine came in was he had 30 minutes from the time it stopped to get it rolling again, which included changing out all of your passengers and setting any of the cars or anything else that he had to do. It's a lot of interesting history inside of this little room. This is the men's waiting room. And remember, when the building first opened, men were still deemed unfit to sit with women and children in public due to their vulgar language and use of spittoons. So they stayed over on this half of the museum. In this room you will find presidential pins dating back to the 1900 election. You'll find mail by rail history. Council Bluffs was the 5th largest mail stop in the U.S. for years. There's a wonderful bike that came out just after World War II, but it's the same type that the mailmen used during it to deliver the mail. Saved on gas and saved on rubber. You can play with the switching station here, because now you won't switch any of the trains going up and down the tracks between here and Atlantic. Our big O-scale train is down here for the kids to run, so right now Thomas is racing around the tracks at whichever speed the children choose. He doesn't derail though. This room also leads us into the model train room. And in the train room you will find an absolutely gorgeous layout of Omaha and Council Bluffs. The scenery in the buildings are from the 1920s and 1930s. Trains are a little bit of whatever they've decided to leave out. Thomas the train is always somewhere hiding in the layout. You'll find buildings such as this depot on the Council Bluffs side, our water pump house down by 15th and Broadway next to our skateboard park. It'll stand out in the layout. The Omaha side has the 1884 stockyards, which were built the largest ever in the world. Jobbers Canyon, Old Market area, St. John's Cathedral. Wonderful trains going around in it, and if you're really lucky, the Model Train Club, Ghost Me, will be down here playing with the trains. Out here in the train yard, we have a lot of great history. A 1967 bay window style caboose that was reclaimed out of Grand Island, Nebraska. There's a RPO car, which is your mail car. The guys that worked in those mail cars were some of the smartest men in the country, sorting mail at 600 letters an hour while the train's going about 55. The boxcars carried everything from your dining room furniture to your living room table or living room couch. I also happened to carry Richard Wilson, who was our 1963 and 66 Hobo King, booked and arrested in our squirrel cage jail 92 times, so you never know what stories come out of the boxcars. The 814 steam engine up on the end is the same class as Union Pacific's 844 steam engine that's still running. The difference is if you go see the 844, looks beautiful on the outside, but you don't get to drive it on the inside. You come down here, you can climb right up inside and drive my train. The 1917 Burlington Way Car, which is another caboose, has a wonderful direct deposit toilet that I encourage everybody to come check out. Pot-bellied stove, wonderful living conditions for the men on the railroad. The Omaha Club Car ran from Chicago, Illinois to Lincoln, Nebraska with stops in Council Bluffs and Omaha. Gorgeous on the inside, your original furniture, light fixtures and carpeting are in there. A wonderful little kitchen that prior to World War II you would have brought your own food and gone in there and made yourself a light snack yourself. We have a 1902 915 steam engine that was built in Havelock, Nebraska. In case you don't know where that is on your map, it's inside of Lincoln, Nebraska now. So we have pretty much a homegrown steam engine sitting here in the front that you can climb right up inside and ring the bell if you want to be the fireman. The RailsWest Railroad Museum is a hidden little treasure in Council Bluffs that many people have been raised here their whole lives and have never been in. And the big draw down in here is I see a lot of young families bringing their kids into play, a lot of retired railroad coming in, and then tourists from everywhere. They come in here just to follow the path of our United States rails, the old ones. So they hit, of course, then Council Bluffs area, the terminus of the Transcontinental, and just really enjoy our history. It's great to meet them all.